Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hearthstone. So we need one more victory with the Paladin and 5 victories with the Rogue or Warrior. Kind of want to rush it because there's still quite a lot to do. If you didn't see last recording, I'm horribly dealing with an insomnia bout, so haven't been asleep for several hours, and so I'm mentally exhausted, can barely keep my eyes open, can barely think straight. I kind of need to get this done and just try to go back. Well, go to sleep.
I will fight with honor.
I've got 4 things on my list of conversation topics because literally nothing has happened in the past 3 days. Well, not literally nothing has happened. A lot of things have happened, as they always do. But nothing video game related or interesting comparatively. This.
Job's done.
In the turn. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 may be coming out. I say maybe. Everybody else says definitely. So Rockstar put out a picture with their logo Rockstar and a red background. And now they've tweeted out a picture of Rockstar logo and a red background with a yellow sun and the characters from Red Dead Redemption 2. Which actually doesn't make much sense because at least the main character, spoiler alert, dies at the end of Red Dead Redemption 2, so that would have to be a different character. They're silhouettes of people, so it doesn't matter. Now, everybody's taking that to mean Red Dead Redemption 2, which is the... So let me phrase this right. They made Red Dead...
Do you hear its call?
They made Red Dead Redemption. They also, I believe, made Red Dead something else that was a completely different style of game. And the popular one is Red Dead Redemption 2. They think there's something to that might be made. I say maybe, maybe not. Because I believe the truth of the matter is it's just Red Dead Redemption coming to the Xbox One and the PS4 in backwards compatibility. I don't think they have anything. I don't think that they have been working on a Red Dead Redemption 2. And I don't think it even really matters to me because they're not going to make a PC version. They never made a PC version of the other one. And so that too is an issue. I guess better to not make a port than to make a bad port like Lego Harry Potter 5 through 7, because that was a mess, or Resident Evil 4, because that's a mess. But I never finished Red Dead, so if 2 came out, maybe it would be another opportunity to finish it. Still not sure I would. A lot of people didn't finish it. The PlayStation VR came out. I kept my eyes on it, and it seemed like there was maybe one game of interest in the whole thing, and I'm not interested at all in the equipment. So the only thing that's slightly interesting to me about the PlayStation VR is it's out. It's cheaper by far than the Oculus Rift or the Vive, and due to that fact, there might be more like market penetration going on there. More people that actually buy it, but I bet it's not. I bet it flops. I bet they all flop. Voice actors could strike on October 21st. Here's a great example of where recording videos ahead may very well not help at all. The strike may never happen. It may happen and be over with very quickly. so many different things could end up being the case. And there's a list of companies that work with the union and jobs, and it certainly is a big list. Pretty much everybody. Rogue and Warrior Victories now. Let's try Rogue. Basically, the union wants a lot of changes because it's been 20 years since they well, it's actually two unions. It's the Screen Actors Guilds and the North American Film, Television, and Radio Voice Actors combined and negotiating, and they want to renegotiate the pay so that they get paid more and get more residuals. They want to limit the hours and not be required to do stressful things to their voice, like yelling for 12 hours straight and such, which probably happens a lot in video games. I could certainly see if you were a voice actor in for TV and you were like just dubbing over, say, Spanish telenovelas. Let's say you're just dubbing that over to English for some reason. The amount of yelling you would be doing in that job versus you're playing as Master Chief and everything is just barking out a command could be shockingly a lot more. So yeah, I can see that. If the voice actors go on strike, would it severely hurt the video game industry? Not, I don't think, until it went really, really long. That being said, the Writers Guild of America strike nearly destroyed TV for a decade because it changed the attitude, or just cemented the attitude, might be a better way of putting it, of the of the production companies to not hire union writers or any writers, and so then we got tons of terrible, what are they called, reality television shows that aren't really reality, and we got tons of awful shows, and it messed up a few good shows that just had seasons written by people who didn't know what they were doing. But there's a difference between losing all your writers and losing all your voice actors. It would feel like, my guess would be, the only thing that would happen if voice actors went on strike for a significantly long time is we just have more games that
here we go.
Simply either didn't have any voice acting or had worse voice acting by people making the games, and that would certainly suck, but I don't think it ruins the games, particularly if you just go no voice acting. I'm kind of used to that. I'm old enough to remember that most video games were like that, and that's fine. Hopefully they are able to find a compromise between everybody, and everybody can keep working.
Here we go.
And nobody has to deal with that. But we never know. Am I gonna win this one? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna win this one on a few pings. I'm getting really, really tired. I think after this recording, I'm gonna just play as I fall asleep for any games still needed. So the last thing on my list to talk about is there's Diablo 4 speculation that in BlizzCon on November the 4th, they will announce Diablo 4, which, I mean, Torchwood is the people that made the original Diablo. And so Diablo 4 is just going to be a continuation of whatever Diablo 3 is now, which is a fine game, but not something that really interests me. Frankly, a lot has changed since Diablo 1 came out, and I just don't think that style of game is the right style of game for players anymore, because of simple things like just like the amount of time the game takes to play. Seems like it's too much clicking on Diablo 4, too much time going down levels, killing the same creatures over and over again. It's a bunch of busy work, kind of like World of Warcraft. I mean, look at, I think if somebody played World of Warcraft when it first came out versus now, it's the same issue. It's just like, there's probably less clicking, less fighting. Things are more impactful. I would hope that's the case in that.
Versus Anduin.
But who's
the light shall bring victory.
The reason why there's speculation is that people who pre-ordered the gift bag from BlizzCon got a sack with a bunch of dungeon dice, you know, the D4s, the D5s, the D6, 7, 8s, D20s, all those different sided dices. And in there was a slightly smaller than average 4-sided dice that it had a misprint that made the dice actually impossible to play with. So, and the misprint maybe points out to this. Sadly, I hate to do this. I think this is going to be our last game.
Job's done.
And so this is going to be an experiment in doing... Ooh, I wasted that coin, didn't I? This is going to be an experiment in doing like a 15-minute recording on Hearthstone. We may at one day get down to this, but I am just... my eyes are not even open right now. This insomnia solution did not work. I knew it wasn't going to. And I was pushing my luck, certainly.
Here we go.
I've done pretty good in the morning, though. I think if I could stay up in the mornings, wake up in the mornings and sleep at nights, that's the right way to play Hearthstone. That's the right way to do business. It's everything that should be done. The problem is my body doesn't want to follow those rules. My body wants to stay up in the middle of the night and sleep during when the sun is up. I swear I'm not a vampire. I wish I was. I'd be healthier. I think this is our last game. We've run out of topics to talk about. And sitting here and like talking about nothing isn't the best, funnest thing to do or interesting thing to do. And I don't really have anything else to talk about as far as topics, really. This video will almost certainly come out in 2017, so I could try to say, like, how did you like the end of the year video, if I made an end of the year video and stuff like that, but I really don't have anything else to talk about or think about.
Give me a big hug!
Here we go.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting here yawning. And this game is particularly too slow. Too slow. I wish the news would pick up. That's a big issue. If the news would just pick up and more things, there were more things to discuss, that would certainly help.
Tonight, a tale of true terror.
Here we go.
Thank you.
I'm having this problem about my chair just getting incredibly uncomfortable after even a few minutes. Like, I've only been playing 45 minutes and already I'm uncomfortable in the chair I'm sitting in. It's just
Consider.
getting really, really ridiculous. And this is a very scary potential way to go, because if I really am sick or something, or just getting old and decrepit, which is more likely,
On with the show.
and the game is, and instead of ending up in the hospital or anything, I'm
Here
just gonna be
we
in
go.
pain, but with nothing fixable wrong with me. That's a bad position to be in. I'd rather break an arm and have a cast than just have my arm hurt for the rest of my life. There's no chance of stopping it to hurt.
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call of Chaos.
I don't have enough mana. Here we go.
So with Yeti's Rydo on the field, I might actually win this. You can kind of see if by playing on casual, by playing on in the morning, there's a decent chance that I won't spend too much time trying to get the rest of this quest. But then I'm probably going to just fall asleep for 12 hours, so 10 p.m. will be my next attempt, if that's the case.
What we do.
Job done. I have no idea what he did to get rid of my Kel'Thuzad, but I'm upset about it.
We
little
must
bit.
cleanse the Sunwell.
It's hard to have any opinion at all. It's so sleepy, and it's hard to do good content on YouTube when you're sleepy and whining about it.
For Najata.
Let's do this.
Bring out your dead.
This.
Here we go.
In the I'm gonna lose. Alright, fine. Yeah, I still haven't thought of anything to talk about or do. When I run out of news topics, this series just needs to go on pause. I need to quit recording anything more, because otherwise I'm just gonna sit here and be silent. There's not enough commentary left to be said about this game. So I'll get those four, hopefully I'll get those 4 games later, and this is an experiment in playing for only 19 minutes, so let me know if 19 instead of 30 is acceptable. Maybe, maybe not. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out, If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.